Well, it's a gloomy Friday morning. Two reasons: gloomy weather-wise, and got to go back to work. For those not in Australia, yesterday was Australia Day, which is a public holiday. We usually return to school the day after. It just happens that this year, that is the Friday. All staff are back today. Staff Development Day, first day of the year. Monday, it's another Staff Development Day, which I think is going to be good, getting prepared and that sort of thing, especially with the way that the schedule and the curriculum and everything's been changed a bit. Then the students start coming back on Tuesday. We have 7, 11 and 12 on Tuesday, and then 8, 9, 10 return on Wednesday, so the school will be full on Wednesday. I still don't have a replacement teacher, to my knowledge. I haven't heard anything from the principal or the deputies. The last I heard was that it was going to have to go to interview again this term. I'd love just a central appointment where the department appoints somebody to your school, because at least I'd have somebody then. And it's not like it's a position that anybody can take. It's a wood metal person, so you've got to have the qualification to be in the workshops for stage 5 and 6. I guess I was very fortunate that there was another teacher in the school who was an engineer in her past life, pre-becoming a teacher, and so she wanted to try engineering studies, so she's got the engineering studies classes this year. That's one sigh of relief. We were quite fortunate to get year 9 timber and metal for the first time in a long time, and it just so happens that my other staff member is the person that I gave those classes to, because I have a year 10 timber, I have my year 12 timber, I have my year 12 construction, and there's a year 11 construction class, and that's my full timetable as a head teacher. Very difficult to get motivated to work this weekend, because it's not only is it hot, but it's muggy. Bit of cloud. Currently says it's 30 degrees, but it's 62% humidity. I'm going to try and work on the steps, getting a few more of the forms built. Not going to be doing the concreting, but at least if I can get the forms built, that's something. I've got one step done. I'm now working on another one, but see all of that, and you might hear a bit of thunder because we just had some. Started, just got the tools in. That's still sitting there. Wind's blowing this way. Make sure I got the tools on. Even though it's not running, I forgot I had my table saw sitting out in the open again. I need to make sure I have a chance of it actually running. And this is pretty heavy. And it's coming across the house. It's weird. So it's travelling that way, but it's blowing a lot this way. And I can kind of see some lighter sky out that way, so it might not be something to risk for long. Bit of thunder. Yeah, a couple more steps, and thinking I might have a landing here because of the slope of the ground slowing, like leveling out a little bit more. Those two are in, ready to be. Well, I've actually still got to do all the filling and digging for the concrete, so it's all the right depth, because at the moment it's just deep here. So I've got to do a bit of fill, get the Rio all set in them, and I'll end up concreting these 3 at least at the same time. Look at that. Frogs are loving this weather. It's a whole stack of tadpole eggs. End of day 1. Had 11 construction earlier today. That was just a big introduction lesson. Some changes to the way that the courses are being administered. Some new web resources. and I'm going to be learning those just as much as the kids are. I just had 12 construction in the workshop, and I just used today as a welcome back. Let's get the workshop tidied up. Got rid of a lot of the old little sawhorses that we hear. We'll keep one that's good and usable. Reclaiming all the materials, reclaiming the screws that haven't been stripped on the top. It's not so bad, except it's so muggy today. See, I'm going to have to go through here. So a lot of material I can rescue from here, and this is last year's year 12 that had just leftover stuff. Year 11 stuff is all in here, but they're now year 12. So, yeah. A bit more organisation to do, but it was a good start. It was good to see the kids again. Good to see who was going to get straight in and work. I think everybody did something, but it was like, it's really hot and mucky. Like, I'm just dripping inside my shirt. And I'm just in here, and we had the fan going. But having to walk down to the bins and back with the wheelbarrow, or the bins, you can take it out of you, and just standing here, dismantling stuff, removing the screws and pulling out nails and that sort of stuff to be able to reclaim all that. It takes it out of you, but got a fair bit of 70 by 35 reclaimed, some of the 65 by 19, just in shorter pieces that can be used for pieces that are smaller than that, and all the stuff that really can't be used. You end up getting a couple bin loads of that sort of stuff. Day one of the kids. Tomorrow is when year 8, 9 and 10 show up. I've got to go and get the timetables printed off so they're ready for them tomorrow morning.